these charges will be entirely false, based on lies.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury, marking a historic and shocking moment for the city's leadership. The indictment, which comes after weeks of raids, subpoenas, and high-profile resignations, has left Adams' administration in turmoil. This is the first time in New York City's history that a sitting mayor faces federal criminal charges. Adams, a former police captain who was elected on a platform of reducing crime and improving public safety, now stands accused of serious corruption charges. While the details of the indictment remain sealed, sources suggest the charges may involve campaign contributions and Adams' connections with foreign governments, particularly Turkey. Investigations into his administration's dealings had been heating up for months, with federal agents seizing his electronic devices last year as part of a broader probe into potential wrongdoing. In a defiant video statement from his official residence, Adams called the charges entirely false and vowed to stay in office, insisting that he's being targeted because of his commitment to the people.
I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target. And a target I became. I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and my spirit.
The indictment's timing is significant, coinciding with the United Nations General Assembly in New York City, where world leaders, including Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, are gathered. The scandal has added an unexpected layer of drama to an already high-profile international event. This latest chapter in Adams' career represents a dramatic fall from grace for a mayor once seen as a law and order leader who could bridge New York's political divides. After serving for over 2 decades in the NYPD and working his way up the political ladder, Adams won the mayoral race in 2021, becoming the city's second black mayor. However, his administration has been dogged by controversy, including multiple federal investigations into his closest aides and campaign activities. The federal inquiry first became public in November 2023 when FBI agents raided the home of Adams' chief fundraiser, Brianna Suggs. Soon after, federal agents seized Adams' phones and iPad, and by September of this year, investigators had targeted several of his top officials, including the police commissioner and the school's chancellor. Both of those key leaders resigned in recent weeks, further destabilizing the administration. Despite these mounting legal challenges, Adams has remained adamant about his innocence and his resolve to continue leading the city. But calls for his resignation have grown louder, particularly from fellow Democrats like U.S. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who was the first prominent figure to demand that Adams step down. Other challengers for next year's mayoral primary, including City Comptroller Brad Lander and former Comptroller Scott Stringer, have echoed similar sentiments, describing Adams' administration as a train wreck. Governor Kathy Hochul has yet to make a formal comment, but is reportedly monitoring the situation closely. She has the authority to remove Adams from office, though such a decision would be unprecedented. With federal prosecutors expected to reveal more details soon, the future of New York City's leadership remains uncertain. Should Adams be forced to resign, public advocate Jumaane would step in as interim mayor, likely triggering a special election that could reshape the political landscape of the nation's largest city. For now, Adams's fate hangs in the balance as New Yorkers brace for the full impact of what could be one of the city's most consequential political scandals.